Good morning, everybody. My name is Mike a la Filmboy24, and today we are going at it again. Another round of found film processing. This is round number 24. And it's a little bit different because this particular roll of found film was sent in by a subscriber. Because I always ask, if you have some old found film that was in a camera and it's exposed, send it to me. We'll find out what's on it. Usually if it's Ektachrome. This is Ektachrome. Let's see what we get. Well, like I said, this is a roll of film that was sent in by a viewer. Now, let's talk just for a second about that viewer. I'm always extremely appreciative when somebody reaches out to me and has something to send, and they want to send it in and they want to sort of donate it to the channel. That means a lot to me, and I always ask if you do have some old, Super 8 is a pretty easy one to do, especially if it's this old Ektachrome, the 160 series stuff. That's easy to do in black and white. So if you have a roll that came in a camera that you bought, or was in a camera bag, or an old roll of film that you don't know what's on it, reach out to me. Hit me up on email. My email is in my About Me page. So that's exactly what Steven did. Steven's from North Carolina. He said, Mike, I bought a camera and this was included with it. It was fully exposed and he has no idea what's on it. He didn't shoot it. He just sent it to me to hopefully find out what we got. Coincidentally, something I wanted to mention also, he did tell me that this film came from Bel Air, Maryland. Now, it is a little bit coincidental, and you could probably see this 7 rolls of film that's on the front of my desk, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, an idea that I have. But one of these rolls is from Bel Air, Maryland. And not only is it from Bel Air, Maryland, one of my rolls, it's identical to this one. It's the same cartridge type, it's the textured cart, it has the same colors on it. It's identical in nature. Now, I've had the one, let me look, it's right here. This is my roll. This is Steven's roll that he sent me. They're identical. I've had this. Next month will be 2 years, and I still haven't processed it yet. It's been fully exposed by someone. I may have done a found film episode on this before. I believe I probably did. I don't remember what was on it. But if I can find it, you know what? I'll put a link to it up there somewhere if I can find my Bel Air, Maryland found film that I did in the past. Just a little, it seems a little coincidental, that's all. Anyway, thank you again to Steven from North Carolina. Steven is a film fan. He enjoys shooting film. He shoots a bit of digital like I do at times. But he just has a true appreciation for film as well. What I'd like to do is mention that he does have a YouTube channel. If you're interested in supporting people like Steven, why don't you check out his YouTube channel? It's called Film and Photography Forever. That's film, ampersand, and Photography Forever. I'll put it up here on the screen somewhere. I'll also put a link to his channel down in the description. Check it out. Let's try to get him to 100 subscribers. I think he's in the 45 range right now. Go over and check it out. If you like his content, subscribe. Anyway, this film, again, from Bel Air, Maryland. It's a silent film. He said the box that it came in, he kept it as sort of a souvenir and sent me the cart. It said expiration of 1979, which is perfectly in line with the edge code. The edge code on this particular roll of film was a square, which denotes, according to Kodak's very own website, that the roll of film inside this cartridge was manufactured in 1977. So how did we process it? Well, I did my standard HC110B formula at 68-ish degrees Fahrenheit for 7 minutes. I then water stopped it for a couple minutes. I then fixed it in my standard Kodak powder hardener fixer for about 7 minutes, washed it for about 10 minutes, hung it to dry, removed the remjet. Yeah, I forgot, at the beginning I always do my remjet removal bath. If you're interested in my particular removal bath process, let me know in the comments and I'll let you know what I use. I've said it several times in other videos, but it's not always the same people watching the videos. And by the way, I put it in this Lomo UPB-1A processing tank, and I made this little foam doodad that fits over the top of my tank here. It's insurance, that's all it is. It's extra insurance, just for light purposes. But I put it inside this tank. These tanks will process 8, 16, and 35 millimeter movie film up to 50-foot length at a time. And you can do 2 at a time inside here, which is exactly what I did. That was loud. I also finally glued my tank here on the side. I don't know, maybe you've watched, I can't remember which video it was, but I showed a close-up of the sort of hairline crack that was growing a bit in my tank. And I used some plastic bonding glue, glued it up. And it seems to be holding just fine. So with that, let me show you a quick montage, and I know probably most people just fast forward through it, but let me show you a quick montage of exactly how I do this Remjet-filled found film really quick. Here it is. Yeah, I know. I need to update that video. That's an old one that I shot a long time ago. I don't use that sort of that dish soap at the end anymore. I use photo flow. Although dish soap works just fine if that's all you have. And what it does is it actually helps reduce water spots when you're done, because it really can be a pain to clean 50 feet or 100 feet of film when you're done drying it. Anyway, so what do we have going on up here? Well, I'm going to tell you. I needed a swig. I just had an idea. I thought maybe next week or the week after, I would do a fun little series for 1 week called 7 in 7. No, stop. Not 7 and 7. 7 in 7. 7 found films in 7 days. It's just something I'm thinking about. I have so many rolls of found film stuffed away all over the place in this house that I need to start really going through some of it. Like I said earlier, I have this roll from Bel Air, Maryland that I've had for next month will be 2 years. And I think I have some more from that lot as well. So it's time to start going through some and getting it out there and seeing if anybody can recognize anything or anybody, or just have fun with it. So I thought I'd put these out here as sort of an example, and I might actually use this 7 rolls if you think it's something that you'd be interested in seeing. Do me a favor, leave me a comment and let me know, do you think you'd be interested, or would you watch 7 consecutive days of found film? It'd be a lot of work, a ton of work for me, shooting, editing, processing, doing all this. I'd have to, give me a couple weeks, I'd have to get it all ready. But I'd be willing to do 7 films in 7 days as a sort of a fun little 1 week show. And just real quick, I have this roll here, which is sound film, and this is our classic Cameraman Mike sound film. And I have, if you follow the Cameraman Mike sort of series that we got going on, I'll leave a link to the playlist up here. We have a lot of this sound film that was exposed back in the 70s and 80s. This particular roll here hails from, I've had this for about 6 months. This comes from, looks like New London, Wisconsin. We have, and that's sound film. No idea what's going on in that. We have this here, which is another Ektachrome Type G 160. This comes from Chillicothe, Missouri. Now, we've done one of these already. Can't remember what was on it, but we do have another there. Here's our Bel Air, Maryland, which we just talked about. This one here hails from La Habra Heights, California. And I think we've actually done one of these as well. Now, these last two are a little bit different. This one here is is Ektachrome 7240. Now I have 2 rolls, 2.5 rolls. I have 1 roll that's partially exposed of this that I got not too long ago. No idea what's on them. 2 of them are completely fully exposed, but this might be fun to do too. Would do this in black and white more than likely. I believe you can use E6 processing on this. I'm a little bit nervous about that. Maybe I'll try a sample one little section of it and see if we can get any images in color. If you have a lot of experience with 7240, how about let me know? Do you think black and white? I'm really leaning towards black and white on this one, but I'm open to suggestions. And lastly, we have this. Oh, and by the way, this comes from Ross, California. And this last roll, yes, it's Ektachrome K40. I thought I'd throw one of these in the mix, maybe midweek, and see if there's any shot at getting at least a viewable image out of it. If not, I would probably just keep trying the Ektachrome and not put the episode out, but keep trying until we get an image. This particular roll comes from Point Park, Michigan. So there you have it. Just a thought. It's a lot. Like I say, it's a lot of work, but if people want to see it and you know, people would watch, then I'd be happy to do it. Okay, enough of this. Why don't we find out what's on Steven's film that he sent me? Here it is. Well, there you have it. Well, it's a wedding, clearly. It's an out-of-focus wedding in a lot of places. It's a little underexposed towards the end there. And if you watch till the very end, well, you got a little, hello, treat, a little wave goodbye. Very cool car in there. I don't know what year that Camaro was. It looked like a Camaro to me. 68, 69, somewhere in that range. Awesome cars. Thank you very much, Steven, for sending this in. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out his channel. Like I say, I'll leave a link to it in the description. He scans and posts a lot of already processed films, and he just has a lot of fun with film and photography and stuff we like. Check it out. Well, if you like content like this and you like film-related stuff and analog-related stuff and really, really seriously goofy guys, do me a favor. Right there. Hit the like button. See this picture? It's right, it's right there. It's just a picture. You can't tap the picture where you could, but you'll just light up your screen. How about subscribe? If you feel like I've earned your subscription, do me a favor and, well, tap the little subscribe button. It means a lot to me. That's how I continue to keep this channel moving forward, because I know people are interested. So that's a good free way to show me that you're interested. And until the very next time that I see each and every single one of you and we have a brand new found film episode or one of lots of other cool subjects, I'll see all of you on the very next go-around.